Okay, so in this example, we looked at querying the database to make sure that certain information was in there. But where the power of a database really comes into play is when we start manipulating that data from PHP. So if we take a look at content management systems, they allow us to do a few different things with content. First, they allow us to create it. Second, they allow us to update it. Third, they allow us to review it, which is just looking at it on the screen. So that's called CRUD, or CRUD, create, read, update, and delete. And those are the 4 common actions that you'll need when dealing with content dynamically in a database. So we're going to begin the process of creating a full CRUD script, and we're going to start with the easy parts, which are reading and deleting. I'm going to jump to the resource pack directory and open up the 6th step, which is called CRUD, display, and delete. Let's copy the code that's in this file and paste it over the code that's in the test.php file and save it. I'm going to scroll up to the top here and let's do a quick demo to see what this looks like. Now, before we get into the demo, let's make sure to back up the information in our database because this process is going to involve deleting some of the records, and we don't necessarily want to insert those entries back into the database manually when we want to continue to test our script. So let's go into PHPMyAdmin by going to the browser and then going over to the PHPMyAdmin tab. And make sure you're in the My database. Just go ahead and click on that. We want to make sure we're not in a particular table at the moment. And then click the Export tab at the top of the page. Now we're going to leave all of these settings at their defaults and just click Go at the bottom. This will prompt you to save it, so go ahead and click OK. And if you go back to the location where you downloaded it from, you should see a mydatabase.sql file. And just in case you're not following along step by step, but you want to get this data back into your database at some point, we also include an export in the resource pack. If you jump back to it, it's in this database dumps folder. If you expand it, you see this initial dump after user and pass.sql. Okay, so now we have a backup of our database. We can safely play with our CRUD system. Right now, it's just the read and delete, but let's take a look at that in the browser.